Hello and welcome to Diecast Restos. I'm Jason and this is a Majorette number 284 Saab Turbo. These were in the Serie 200 between 1982 and 1988, replicating a post-1980 Saab 900 Turbo. This black model with a cream interior would have been from the first year of production. There were several colour variations over the years, which I'll describe in detail shortly. Here's how a far fresher example looks. And this is a 3-door example of the 900 Turbo. I'm going to customise it with these Ronal Inca wheels, which were first used on the Saab 99 Turbo in 1978. They were then later used on the 900 Turbo between 1979 and 1980. They were so named Incas as the wheel design took inspiration from the ancient pyramids of South America and from the fins of a turbocharger impeller. Exclusive to turbos, these aluminium wheels helped promote the then exotic technology. I will use these wheels as a guide to help me design a tasteful Restomod. The 1982 Majorette model had silver turbo lettering stamped onto each side, plus a yellow tinted window piece. For 1983 and 1984, it was painted silver with black turbo tampos, while the window tint changed colour to orange. A light metallic blue model arrived for 1985, which could have either orange or yellow windows. Its turbo markings returned to silver. This carried over to 1986 and 1987 metallic green painted models. The 86 to 87 green cars had the orange transparency, which was also retained for the final year of production in 1988. This version returned to black with silver side tampos. However, one more difference distinguishing it to the 1982 castings was its red interior plastic. As for the real Saab 900, it was introduced in 1978, intended as a replacement for the 99. The 99 would remain in production until 1984. Saab were originally an aircraft manufacturer who ventured into the automobile industry in the late 1940s. By the time the first 900 rolled off the production line, the company had already established a reputation for building cars that were safe, reliable, and distinctively different. The 900 was available in various body styles, including 3 and 5 door hatchbacks, a 4-door sedan, and a 2-door convertible. The design was an evolution of the earlier 99, but it featured a longer front end and a more aerodynamic shape. One of the most distinctive features of the 900 is its wraparound windscreen, inspired by Saab's aircraft heritage. This design not only provided excellent visibility, but also contributed to the car's aerodynamic efficiency. The steeply raked front end and sloping rear end gave the 900 a unique, instantly recognisable profile. Inside, the Saab was known for its ergonomic and driver-focused cockpit. The dashboard curved around the driver, putting all controls within easy reach. Saab's commitment to safety was evident in features like the headlamp wipers, integrated roll cage, and the ignition switch located on the centre console, which locked the transmission when the car was turned off. The 900 was renowned for its robust performance and handling. It featured front-wheel drive and a longitudinally mounted engine, which provided excellent traction and stability. It was available with a range of engines, including the innovative turbocharged version that Saab quickly became famous for. These delivered impressive power and torque. The 900 Turbo was one of the first mass-produced cars to feature a turbocharged engine, offering a mix of performance and fuel efficiency that was ahead of its time. Saab introduced the 900 convertible in 1986. Later in 1994, the second generation of 900, known as the New Generation, was introduced. This was built on the GM 2900 platform following Saab's acquisition by General Motors. While it retained the distinctive Saab character, the new 900 featured more modern styling and updated technology. Improvements included better ride quality and safety features, and saw the introduction of more powerful engines and enhanced suspension systems. It was replaced in 1998 by the new Saab 9-3. Throughout its production run, the 900 saw various special editions, including performance-tuned versions, unique colour schemes, and limited edition trims. It retained a loyal following, and during production, it received strong sales, particularly in Europe and North America. Sadly, Saab no longer exists as a brand following significant financial issues after they were unceremoniously dropped by GM in 2010. I've now commenced detailing on the body of the casting, having already paid a bit of attention to the base, which incorporates the headlights and grille. I add in detailing to the moulded wipers and rearview mirror on the transparency, which I think against my cream interior shouldn't look quite as vibrant and orange as it did there. I'm also painting in a semi-gloss black dashboard to the interior plastic. Then it's time to add in a few hints of colour to the body, starting with the orange of the turn signals front and rear. You can tell this is a model based on a post-1980 car due to its larger rear light cluster. Earlier cars had significantly smaller clusters shared with the 9-9. After the red has joined the orange and has dried, the lighting gets coated in Citadel Gloss Nuln Oil. As with most interiors of the 1980s Majorette Serie 200, this Saab features some moulded in sports equipment. This time it appears as though the owner was a keen tennis or badminton player with a distinctive racket placed on that rear shelf. I used to have a red racket with a dark blue cover, so I've decided to colour this casting's one accordingly. There was a bit of overspray from the black paint, so I touch up the cream and colour the tow hook black. Then the cast metal parts can be clear coated. Now it's the turn of the wheels, which I'm primering here. I really like this design and I think that they'll look great married to the model. They then get sprayed in a coat of Tamiya TS17 gloss aluminium. With those wheels sitting pretty under that superb Majorette suspension, it's time now to reconstruct the Saab. In first is the transparency, quickly followed by that interior piece. Lastly, the tongue and slot fitment at the rear guides the front of the model towards that lone rivet post. It's then secured with a 3mm M2 screw. So here's how the Majorette 284 Saab Turbo looked when I first got my hands on it. It was a bit tatty, but considering it was 42 years old when I gave it a glow up, it hasn't fared badly at all in my opinion. I wanted to tastefully Restomod this one, remaining in black with only minimal detailing to retain that sleek look. I've also teamed it to some period correct Ronal Inca wheels. So let's take a look at what those changes have made to the Saab. I think that these 900s in all black look so sophisticated. Its chrome grille and lighting are the only elements of shades other than black on the body. I retained a light colour interior so that the orange of the transparency is a little less obvious. I do think that this has worked out quite well this time. The only blast of colour comes from that racket sitting on the rear shelf. Best of all are the Ronal Inca replica wheels from the Diecast Details shop. They really are top drawer and give this Restomod a period correct appearance. I do need to work on shortening those axles however. Let me know what you might have done differently to the casting. It's always good to get opinions to provide inspiration for future builds. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed this result, and please make sure you're subscribed so you hear first about my latest projects. But all that leaves me to say is thanks for watching, and I'll see you again for the next one. Bye for now.